Hi. Hi, everybody. How y'all doing today? I decided to get on here today to have a conversation with you all, asking the question, why didn't nobody tell me, right? And so I just got off a call with my brand manager, um, my social media manager. And I was like, and she giving me some strategies and stuff and how to go about promoting the brand you saw and different things like that. And hey Instagram, hey Facebook, everybody. Um, well, let me start over. I'm Marsha. Hi everyone. This is Marsha with You're Still a Veteran. And I decided to come on here this morning just to have a chat, to ask the question, why didn't nobody tell me? And so, as you all know, I had my launch March 14th. You saw we got our new building, we got our building, and we're making great things happen over here for veterans, right? But in starting this entrepreneurship journey, I missed out on a lot, right? I done sat through numerous webinars, seminars, conferences. This is what you need to do to set up your business, blase, 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 blase. But I tell y'all, nobody, while you all having all these great events, nobody told me about this building, the bills that come with this building, right? Like in my mind, I knew that I had to do this, but this is like maintaining your home, right? I was like, I'm the cleaning lady. I can sometimes, do a little bit maintenance stuff. You got to bully your landlords to get stuff done. I was like, oh my God. And then entrepreneurship. Oh my God. The help. Where do y'all be getting all these people from? On my spreadsheet, I have a line item for employees, right? What it could potentially cost to bring employees in. But you know what that dollar amount say? 0.00. Where y'all be getting all this funding from? Y'all be having this team of people that's out here that is doing all these great things. But hey, where is the funding coming from, y'all, to pay for these people? Okay, Marshall volunteers. Where you getting them from? In the Central Texas area, specifically Killeen, Harker Heights, Temple, Corpus Cove. My list around the area in my community. If you got volunteers that's willing to come in here and help, for the free, because it has to be that way right now, just temporarily, right? Tell me, help me, somebody. Like, I'm so serious. It might seem like I'm playing, it's a little humorous, but I'm serious. I'm serious, guys. I'm so serious. I am so serious. Where? Because in this process of entrepreneurship, everybody gives courses, everybody does this, but are you really giving a blueprint? Like, are you really providing a blueprint? Because either I must have dozed off in the class when we went across this block of instructions, and remember, I keep everything, so I went back through looking to see if I missed something. Is it an organization that we can go to, we can talk to, the Texas Workforce Center, somewhere where you could get some help, some assistance for you to be able to be even more successful. Now, don't get me wrong, I handle my business, I make it happen, but I tell you, it would be such a relief to have at least two people, two, just two, right? And then, okay, now I have three beautiful daughters. Between Texas, Alabama, Virginia. Now, why didn't nobody tell me that your own kids won't be invested in your business to help you do little stuff like your social media, like coming up to help you with your files, get things in order, right? Why didn't nobody tell me that? Why didn't nobody tell? Because I had this vision in my mind that my girls will be all in, that everyone will have their little taskers. I give them their taskers. We have these meetings where we come together on a Monday to discuss, or yeah, a Monday to discuss the things that need to be implemented throughout the week. Then we turn back around and meet on a Monday evening and like check, check, check. Baby, let me tell you, I tried to put together a meeting for this, I'm sorry, Instagram. I tried to put together a meeting with that college student of mine. Baby, look, she's like, Mom, I didn't tell you that we was gonna meet on Monday and discuss this, and this. I was like, in my mind, when you agreed to do this, I'm like, hey, you know what? Like, what did you expect? Right? she she shut me down, y'all. She shut me down. She's like, nah, Mom, it ain't going down like that. And so I'm gonna try to bring up, let me see, can I bring up this Facebook so I can see what y'all talking about over here, because I don't have you up. So I can't see if you're giving me any advice over there. Um I can't see it right now, but I'll go back and listen to it. I can't see what you typed up here. And then so I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like, cause nobody told me. Like, I'm serious. These different classes that we go through, and I understand that almost every entity, like you gotta pay for the information. But what I found is that I pay for information, but you don't give me the whole blueprint. You give me enough, and then I gotta pay another $1,000, or I gotta pay another $199, or I gotta get a part of this subscription, and you spoon feed me. If you're out here, and you're saying that, or your pitch is, or your niche is, this is what I do in the grand scheme of things, give it all. Give it all. Because people rely on you being a subject matter expertise, and being a subject matter expert in that field, that you're what they're investing in is the full package, the full product. And one would say, well, Marsha, you could just Google, right? I probably could, but why Google when Billy over here is stating that they have this whole package, and Billy got all these great reviews, and Billy keeps coming up on my news feed, and this. But Billy can go kick rocks, right? Because Billy is not doing what that he said he was doing. Because once you get into business, because I'm a firm believer, if it's a problem, and especially if it's affecting me, that I'm going to give a solution. So as soon as I figure out all of the I's being dotted, the T's being crossed, my ultimate goal is to, hey, free of charge, this is the process, implement this process. And I'm going to I's dotted, T's crossed, because this is what I do. But however, if you come after I gave you this product and you want me to implement everything for you, that's when a fee will come about, because you want to be lazy. And because you want to be lazy, I'm gonna have to charge you, right? But like, you're an entrepreneur, and maybe and it could potentially be that I'm just not connected to the right source, the right people, right? And so if that is the case, y'all come on my way. And don't get me wrong, I have friends who are business owners. But however, It's just sometimes you just like, okay, they're busy doing what it is that they do, and they taking me to the point where I am today. But I'm like, my God, like when I tell you, I'm like, God, like, and one thing I've learned is consistently, hey, me, God had these business meetings, and we started back having these business meetings because it's so important. Because Tiffany Montgomery, I think that's was her telling me she had these business meetings with God. Like, he's the CEO, he's the boss. Like, he gifted me this business, so you're gonna have to tell me how to go about doing it because I don't know. I need your help. This is different. This is uncharted territory for me, right? And I love what I do. It's a passion for what I do. But baby, this paperwork, it got to be on point. I had to remember to go file my 990, and I was like, okay, I don't want to do it, so I'm going to do a 990 in. So I went and filed my 990, right? And then so it's a whole nother tax paperwork that I got to do. And so it's so important, guys, that even though I kind of sort of made this out to be like a little joke or whatever, but it's so like if you're out here giving a course, you're out here saying that you can help a business go from here to here, do that. Because, like, hey, your expense chart, you need a whole expense chart for daily operations. You need an expense chart that reflects your monthly expenses, your yearly expenses, those different things that you need to run your business, different dates that that's going to come around um yearly. Okay, then you need to go through that budget. Okay, where can I cut some expenses at? Because the budget that you use to operate daily compared to the budget that you utilize to set things up, let me tell you, two different budgets, two different pots of money, and you have to learn how to navigate that. And if you don't know, pray to God that He send you someone that can assist you, right? Put His systems in place. Like, I realized that the way that I did it, executed and delivered my services in 2023 is not the way that I'm executing and delivering my services in 2025. It is not. It's no way possible because we've grown. Our clientele has tripled since the grand opening. So I had to implement a system so it's easy for me to train my future employees and the team, like, hey, this is how we need to do it. Everything's going to filter through here. So nothing is missed, nothing is overlooked. And I don't have someone that came in here in March, well, in January, that I haven't even touched their work. It's systems. You got to have systems in place, guys. And so, what why did I make this post today? I made this post today because, like, this morning, it was like, okay, I go work out 5 o'clock, try to be up in here 8, no later than 9 o'clock. Had a meeting at 09. In that meeting, I realized that, like, little things that need to be done, you have to have a solid team. I'm building my team, right? And so in the process of building my team, I found that it's a lot of holes in different areas if you're tracking. And how do I fill those holes? Key people need to be in key areas in the business. How do I do that? You got to have a team, guys. You have to have that core team, that core person, or that mentor that you can communicate, that you will communicate with, that will say, hey, Marcia, this is your checklist, right? Check, check, check. Then you have to have that person on the back. Hey, I'm gonna create this spreadsheet for you. I'm gonna create this flow chart for you. I'm gonna do this for you. Is can we meet up on Wednesday at you're during your lunch hour? Let's have a lunch meeting. It's important for you to have a schedule. Your business schedule and your personal schedule. Them things need to link up because and before I got my schedule, I found myself making personal appointments, but not checking or clearing my business calendar. So I had Tamika Camacho of Oculus come in, and she was like, "Hey, we're going to implement Google Workspace into USOF." And then with Google Workspace, we're going to do this, 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 and this. So now I'm functioning off of my calendars, right? I don't override. I don't double book anymore. Everything is scheduled out. And then she was like, okay, then someone who doesn't know anything about veterans came in to implement a system, put systems in place so we can be able to function and operate easily. So when I get those volunteers or when I get those paid employees to come in into the organization, that they're coming into a standard operating procedure, a SOP that will help them flow into the system, right? And so because that is what I'm accustomed to with being a veteran of 11 years of the United States Army, is from basic training to AIT to the various units that I worked for, standard operating procedures or order of this is how we do this, right? And so I found that like that thing is needed in entrepreneurship as well. Even like in your families and stuff, certain things that you learn just don't go away because you're in a different element or a different line of work. And so it is so important, guys, that you get the systems in place so you can be able to provide excellent customer service. And I pride myself on being one who provides excellent customer service. But as of late, like last week, I caught myself like, hey, I have to apologize to you because I did not send that follow up email or I did not send that follow up text, you know, and that's because the system hadn't 100% been implemented into the program, right? But what I've done since then is implemented and an alert automatically pops up. Hey, it's 2 weeks, send the follow up email. Hey, you promised them this. Don't forget to send the follow up text message with the information that you have. So it's so important, guys, that as you are, especially new business owners, even our more seasoned business owners, that you have the right people and the right systems in place to be able to operate your business with with the excellence that your customers need, desire, and that you promise. And so, but I just want to leave y'all with this. Next time, hey, somebody inbox me. Tell me, girl, look, this what else you need. A girl, this is a system too that you can utilize. This is what I utilize. But let me get into this camera. Look, don't be sending me no invoice because we working on a light budget over here. So if it ain't you gifting it or you just giving me a template, thank you. Thank you, dog. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. But if you're in the Killeen, Texas area and you want to come in and then I have to tell you this. And entrepreneurs, why you all didn't tell me to beware of the people who will come into your business and present themselves as individuals that's coming to assist you, coming to help you build out, coming to make sure that your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed, only for them to be a part of your world for 60 days and then ghost you. But then 120 days later, you get an alert like, hey, Belinda Sue starting a business. And it's just like yours. Yep, I said it, just like yours. It's just like yours. Just a different name, same concept, same. Why y'all didn't tell me that? And I couldn't get mad. I could not get mad. I was hurt. Yes. Yes, I was hurt. Yes, I was hurt. But however, blessings to that individual, right? Blessings to that individual. Blessings to that individual. And but why didn't nobody tell me? Beware, Marsha. And so with that being said, you all enjoy your Thursday. But stop gatekeeping. Stop gatekeeping. And get some free game. Send some free templates. I got y'all over here. I'm working on it. I'm creating a free blueprint. It's just going to be out there where you can go starting up a business. This is what you need to do, from the LLC to the EIN to the 1023 EZ, or like, hey, I'm going to show you. Highlight the form. This is the form you need. And from the state of Texas, like I can only right now do the state of Texas forms to set up your entity in your Pacific state. From the veterans, you have until December 2025 if you want to start up your business free of charge. Other than that, that $300 price tag is going to come with that, right? So you could be able to set these business. This is free game, right? And these people out here charging for this, but then it show you how to properly do it. Okay, this is why you're going to fill out this form. What's that? The NICC code? Like that matters when you're doing your nonprofit application, or when you want to go over here and sign up for sales in Hub. It's not hard. The application process is not hard. Like these are different things to help to assist you. That's free game, right? When you want to get a building, like a sign, when you want to sign outside of your building, you know what? You got to go through you have to go through to get what you call those things, a permit from the county that you live in, right? You better have that occupancy letter up in that office building, because you're going to need that. If not, what's the good around for that, Marsha? If you don't want to do that, you get decals to put on your door. So it's so many, it's little things, it's the little details, because you think of the big stuff, I got to do this, but what are those little details? And then too, be aware of the people that you get to do stuff for you. Like just because they sound good, just because they're a little bit more inexpensive, it doesn't mean that they're a good fit. Because what's the quality of work? How long have they been in business? How long have they been doing? Who has used them? What the reviews look like? And just because they're your friend, it doesn't mean that they need to be in your business. Because what works for their business might not work for your business. And then I'm going to leave you all with this. Like, it's okay for everybody to get a payday, right? It's okay. It's okay. But what do you give back to your community? What? Is everything about $1? It's everything about a dollar, like for real. Like I know these bills gotta be paid, this. I saw the T's crossed, but I changed my strategy, y'all. And that'll come at a different time when I discuss that about changing my strategy. What was it? What was that moment? And I tell you all, like I know today because I'm sharing this, like this is gonna be a pivotal point, another pivotal point in the business where things gonna change, right? But I had to put that out there. Like, okay, why ain't nobody tell me all of this? And that's just a little bit. I got this. Y'all see this papers right here? Two sets of things that I'm working through. Like, I wish I would have known because I would have did it this way, or I would have started in 2023 versus starting in the end of 2024, right? Instead of me investing this $1,000 here, I could have kept that and I should have went on to Google, right? And or I should have maximized my membership with Innovation Black Chamber of Commerce, because a lot of things that I'm doing now, I see that the chamber that I'm a part of, it offers those very things that I invested in free of charge just because of my membership. But now that I'm involved in it, I know these things. And now it is my responsibility. Now I was like, hey, you're a new business. Take advantage of this, especially because you're a part of the chamber. And so, with that being said, you all have an amazing day and be blessed. Okay.